I'll wait to see your golden smile, feel of 1,000 kisses. Oh, please stay a while. I'll reach up to hold your sunlit face. Feels like a
Hello, we have made it to Turkey. And why are we in Turkey, you may ask? We bought a boat. We finally found a boat after a year and a half. Or so. Long story short, we're gonna make videos on the whole boat buying process part, which I know is super exciting for a lot of people, but in fake time, in fake YouTube time, we're still months behind in our trek trying to deliver that boat to Puerto Rico. So I'm going to keep going with that. That's the next video that I'm working on. But I wanted to give a live update on where we're at. Because as most of you know who have stuck around with us through our videos, we've been looking for a boat for a while. So we found one, we bought it, and we're living on it. This is our cabin. I've been posting videos on Instagram and Facebook that are more real time, but I don't know that I've really put much of anything on YouTube. So this will be the first one. So a couple of things about the status of our life, I guess. At this point, we're trying to get the boat documented. The boat is currently registered with an Australian flag, and we need to get it unregistered from Australia and registered in the US with the US Coast Guard, and we need all this documentation. It all ties in together, and the important stuff is in the mail, on its way to the United States or on its way to Australia, but apparently floating around a post office in Istanbul right now. So I don't know how long it's going to take to get the registration done with the US Coast Guard, but then we need that in order to get a marina contract. And the reason we need a marina contract is because we plan to stay longer than 90 days in Turkey. And in order to do that legally, you have to apply for a residency. And at this point, we're still learning. And so it's all kind of a little bit of a jumble, but what it looks like is that we'll have to apply for a 1-year residency. In order to do that, we have to have a 1-year marina contract, which kind of ties us to this marina, which kind of stinks because we really wanted to try and move around more. Anyway, I'm not going to talk too much about that because right now everything's up in the air, but suffice it to say we're kind of stuck in the bureaucracy and logistics of getting this boat legal for us being legal in Turkey, and assuring that we have a place to go to with our boat, especially with winter coming, and our experience level not being where it needs to be for us to live on the hook. So we're working through all of that now. We're also trying to work on all the electronics that are on the boat, like the Garmin, the chart plotter, trying to unregister the sellers, which they've done, but we're trying to re-register everything in our name, and that has its own hiccups and a learning curve. Thank you, YouTube, for videos. We're setting up the boat, we're unpacking, we're organizing, we're shopping, which is proving to be a little bit more difficult than we thought. The town where we're currently staying is very, very small. Closest town is Antalya, which is about a 2-hour drive or so. So we've been renting a car. We've gone there twice and done some shopping at IKEA and several other stores. We've run into a couple of snags. Products are not available like they were back home, which no surprise. So there's a little bit of an adjustment there. Just things are a little bit more difficult to find. And we have been looking for little appliances for the kitchen all over, and they need to be under 1,000 watts, which is not easy to find. So we wanted a bread maker for sure because Donovan eats gluten-free bread, and the gluten-free bread that's prepackaged here at the grocery store is pretty gross. Who are we kidding? I think it's gross regardless of where it comes from if it's gluten-free, but Donovan has not been enjoying it. So we bought a bread maker. We also bought a pressure cooker. The bread maker, we went to 3 different places. They didn't have any in stock. They just had the floor models. So finally we gave up and we said, fine, we'll get a floor model. The lady promised us that we had everything we needed. No box, but we put it in a plastic bag, paid for it, and took off. We get from Antalya back to the boat, 2-hour drive later, and find out that the pressure cooker's not in the box. When I opened it, it was empty. It was just all the styrofoam stuff and the owner's manual and whatever. So we need to go back to Antalya and give them the empty box in exchange for a box that has an actual pressure cooker inside. As far as the bread maker, they gave us the little parts that come with it, but they gave us the owner's manual to a completely different brand of a bread maker. And it was in Turkish. So I was trying to make the gluten-free bread for Donovan, and that was pretty chaotic, trying to translate everything and trying to figure out why doesn't anything match up right. Finally figuring out that I had the wrong owner manual. But anyway, so it's been an interesting shopping experience for sure. Not as easy as just going on Amazon and ordering stuff, though there is Turkish Amazon, which took us a while to figure out how to pay. Again, other videos that we will make on the struggles with that, and not having a Turkish bank account but needing one, and not having a Turkish identification number but needing one. Anyway, not a whole lot of English spoken in the area, which is kind of a pain, but kind of good because we are in Turkey and we should learn to speak the language. So I got Rosetta Stone and I do a couple of chapters every morning, or try to at least, and we shall see how much I can learn because it's not an easy language to learn. Pronunciations are difficult, and anyway, so things are a little bit more difficult to get used to. You can't just maps.google and find 20,000 dog groomers, and Zoe needs a grooming big time. Pet food has been a little bit of a struggle to find, especially treats and biscuits and things like that. So we're testing the waters with all of that right now. I miss Chewy.com big time. I'll just say that. Let's see. We had a skipper all lined up to spend a week with us out at sea to just do like a really intensive get to know the boat deal. But in order to do that, we have to have a Turkish transit log, which we can't get until the boat's registered. Can't register the boat until it's unregistered from Australia. So again, back to that whole domino effect that I was talking about at the beginning. So the skipper's on hold, but we have had two incredibly amazing people teaching us. Our next door neighbor, who also has a fountain Pajot. The seller, the boat seller, who's still in Turkey, has been amazing. I'm going to learn my docking from her. She is unreal how she moves this boat around like nothing. It's a beast. When you stand up at the helm and look around, it is a massive beast. So it's overwhelming, but I'm going to have to learn. Donovan's just having a good old time piddling around the boat, looking through all the nooks and crannies, getting to know everything. It's like his new little playground. His to-do list is growing at a fast pace. We just need to find places where we can buy things or have them made. Zoe's been doing amazingly well. She seems to be doing great out in the water when we're moving around. She's fine. She's still a pain in the ass, but that's never going to change. Within the first 24 hours of moving into the boat, she flew down the stairs into the cabins 3 times. So that was really scary, hoping and praying that she hadn't broken any bones, but she's fine. And we've put netting since. I'll do a good boat tour at some point. I'll have to do some how-to videos relating to Zoe as well, because the bureaucracy and the logistics to get her from the States to France and then France to Turkey were a nightmare. A nightmare only because I didn't know what to do, and I went online and asked and got 50,000 million different answers from people, and so I'm putting it together with government websites for France, Turkey, and the United States. Our veterinary in Bluffton, Buckwalter Veterinary, amazing. So we were able to get Zoe here to Turkey, really without a hitch, but it was not easy, and it was incredibly stressful. And any gray hair that I do have, especially any more gray hair that I do have since the last month or two, 99% relates to getting Zoe into Turkey legally. So we're adjusting to boat life. Even though we're at a marina and we can plug in, we are trying to learn how to conserve both water and electricity, which is also an adjustment. And we'll do videos on that as well because it's interesting. And we plan to eventually be on the hook. We really do plan to be on the hook. So we'd like to learn how to live life with as little water and electricity usage as possible and have a good setup with solar panels and so forth. It's not going to happen in our immediate future. We're going to have to get, like I said before, a marina contract anyway to get the residency to stay legally in Turkey. So for now, we're going to take little day trips out just to practice. And eventually, we'll maybe still get the skipper if we still need one and do, longer trips and go up the coast of Turkey. Since we're going to be here for a long time, we're also going to just take a train or a bus or whatever, rental car, and visit as much of Turkey as we can. We've been invited by friends to stay in Istanbul and Bodrum for a couple of weeks, and we're going to definitely take them up on it so we can see as much of the country as we can. So far, it's been absolutely beautiful. I don't even know what landscape to compare it to. It's very dry, very dusty because of all the dirt. So maybe more like Arizona, New Mexico, but I don't, it's just hard to compare to anything. It's just unlike anything I've ever seen. It's a beautiful country. Really, the thing that I've struggled with the most since we left the States, the Wi-Fi connectivity. I typically shoot a lot of video with my iPhone and take a lot of photos, and they go straight up to the cloud, and then they get on my laptop magically, and then I put everything in my external hard drive and go from there and make the videos. Well, right now I have 900 and some odd videos and 40,000 videos and pictures and so forth in my iPhone. It's screaming at me because there's not enough space, but nothing will go to the cloud. Nothing will get on my laptop. I've tried airdropping things. Nothing really works. The Wi-Fi is just not strong enough. We put a Wi-Fi, a router or whatever, modem on the boat and got a service since we're going to be at this marina for a while. And we wanted to upgrade it and get a faster download speed and upload speed. And we can't right now because we've already prepaid for the month and they won't prorate anything. So we have to try again once our month is up. So in the meantime, I got a USB, SD card, whatever, to plug into my phone. So I'm going to try and transfer everything from my phone to my laptop with the SD card. And if I lose this phone, I lose so much stuff. So but that's basically what we have so far. So what's going to happen with the channel? We're going to change the name. The boat name is Eucalyptus, but we're changing it to Okaliptüs, which is the same thing but in Turkish. So the boat name in Turkish is Okaliptüs. So we're changing our channel name and our Facebook and Instagram and everything from Ourper Diem. Ourper Diem still exists. She is still in the same slip, I believe, in Hilton Head at the Skull Creek Marina with her new owners. But as far as our channel and our online activity, it's going to be changing to Sailing Okaliptüs. We're already changing it now, even though the videos that we're putting out have nothing to do with eucalyptus. They're still, again, back in a couple of months behind. So it's going to be kind of weird going back and forth on the videos, trying to make heads or tails whether we're on our new boat or a different boat, but such is life, whatever. Hopefully we'll have some pretty exciting, fun videos that we can make in the near future. And if we do and you enjoy them, please subscribe to our channel and comment and join us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Follow us and comment and like and all that good stuff there too. I'm working on video number 70, and I should hopefully be putting that out in the next couple of days. And again, not related to this boat. It's still on the sailboat that we were doing the delivery to Puerto Rico on. So don't be confused when you see all the chaos from those videos. It's not our new and current boat. Our new and current boat, knock on wood, is in good shape. All right, cheers everyone. If you like this video or not, comment and subscribe. Talk to y'all later. Bye.